Hello, good evening and welcome to RTD's English News Edition. The top stories are the opening of the 4th Congress of the Fruit Party, in Australia, more than 100 homes have been destroyed by a fire incident.
Those were the top stories. Thanks for joining us in RTD's newsroom. The Front for the Restoration of Unity and Democracy Fruit has held today its 4th Congress at the Palace of the People. It has seen the participation of the First Lady of the country, Mrs. Khadra Mohammed Haid, who was the guest of honor. It has been placed under the signs of the political movement revitalization and dynamization. The Congress has also provided its firm support for the new mandate of the President of the Republic to the Supreme Magistrature. The whole of activists, supporters and sympathizers massively participated in this 4th Congress of the Fruit. They were all wearing the same shirts and orange flags, the color of their party. The Congress has been opened by the welcoming words of Mr. Ali Muhammad Daoud, President of the Fruit. The President and the President of the Union for the Presidential Majority UMP, Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, the Presidents of the other political parties of the Union, such as the President of the PND, Muhammad Abdurrahman, the Chairperson of the PSD, Hasna Momin, the President of the UBR, Ibrahim Shahim, as well as the members of the respective executive parties, have assisted in the work of the Congress. Songs and traditional dances have vibrated the supporters who came massively in order to participate in the Congress. The opening ceremony was a time of popular jubilation. For this occasion, the President of the Fruit has thanked all the activists and members of the government for honoring this Congress with their presence. He has indicated that the Fruit Party renews its confidence with the President of the Republic. He has also assured that the party is along with the President to carry out the destiny of the country. We hope that the Congress will mark a turning point for our party. He said it belongs to all of us and we should move forward with it. It is sufficient simply to the willingness of all to act together and in the same steering the new generation, including executive who are numerous within the Congress, must integrate the governing of the Fruit. This, of course, does not mean the farmer will desert the sheep, he added. At the political level, the Djiboutian democracy must be strengthened because the economic development must come up with a development policy allowing the balanced evolution of the country. The Prime Minister also took the floor and emphasized in his speech the ties between the Fruit Party and the coalition with the primary objectives of serving the nation and furthering sustainable development. Listen to him.
Let me first of all express my tireless joy, just as the RPP wants to share with you this considerable moment for your political movement in its 4th Congress Ordinary Day. A solemn juncture in this crucial period in an elective presidential context that calls out, comprehend and takes on the sense of responsibility of whole the national political class. In these exceptional circumstances, I wish here to express on behalf of the President of our RPP party, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, the members and activists our warmest congratulations and our encouragement for the success of your work. I would like also to remind very briefly the common values that connect our two political parties and seal it to the UMP coalition as well as the other political parties. These capital values commonly promote and share First, we laid on a stand for the citizens as the permanent duty for preserving peace and security, but also to achieve a sustainable development. It comes in the life of a nation transitional period where the men and women of good faith, concern of the highest interest of the nation is to be united, pooling their noble effort and energy for the nation. Each time this has been done, prowesses that no one ever challenged have been accomplished. And I do not for a single moment doubt that, as in the past, we will challenge and stand all together so that the Republic of Djibouti can once again, in the time to come, embrace the destiny for development.
During the opening of this fourth Congress of the Food, some of the members of the affiliate parties have also took the floor to express themselves as the following. Let's see with more details.
Nous sommes aujourd'hui présents pour célébrer.
One of the members of an affiliate party to the Fruit has indicated that today together we celebrate the Congress of the Fruit, which is a first part of the UMP coalition. My presence among you, she said, translate a spirit of solidarity as well as the willingness that we share in common as the UMP. The PSD will always be at your side. In addition, this rostrum offers me an opportunity today to express on the events that occurred last December 21. At this occasion, I present my sincere condolence, the more sadness to all the families in mourning. The PSD is always very attached to the peace in our country, with friendship between all the components of our people, and urge all the spirits to live in the serenity. As for this, representative of the affiliate party to Fruit said, along all the souvenirs of the Fruit, I was present and participate in all this Congress because I belong to this movement, he insisted. He then welcomed the political culture of the Fruit party, Mr. Ali Muhammad Daoud, as well as his sense of responsibility. He said that he has no doubt that the Fruit is an important member of our coalition which takes resolution at the highest of issues. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mergele, despite his very busy schedule, has come to take part in the Congress of Fruit. The President of the Republic has been welcomed upon his arrival by the Prime Minister and President of UMP, the President of the National Assembly, the President and Secretary General of the Fruit. As this entry in the hall of the Congress, a huge cheer has been made to welcome the head of state. The President of the Republic got a very large standing ovation by the conventionaries, an atmosphere of great memorable and great days.
today the country free.
The head of state has in this memorable day retraced the inception of this agreement in its deeply rooted reasons and aims. Let's hear it from the head of state.
Today is a memorable day, a special day that has been chosen in order to commemorate the 26th of December. I would like first and foremost to express my joy and wish this Congress to be written in the page of history, so that it change the destiny of our country. And this 26th of December, the very day where the peace signature took place, I would like to thank the comrades who worked to death nearly 1 year toward this peace, because we have believed in a peace we have been working for so long, because we have had the courage to realize it without any external intervention. The actors present today are true warriors. The young generation can imagine what we have been through during that period in the desert. And on our way back to the capital, we thought about the future of our country, its peace and security. Because scrolling a signature does not mean realizing peace. We have signed an alliance that lasts until today, and which is the basement of the 26th December's agreement. We knew at that time, if this alliance has not been materialized, we would have had many problems due to some people thinking of their own interest in this problem and waiting to bungle, to break down peace. It is in this sense that we have sacrificed ourselves for peace and for a better future for our country. While some are frightened about the word fruit, others see it as a symbol of unity. There are some who have tried so eagerly to make a clone of this party, but the real fruit has committed itself to be a prominent element for the national unity for 22 years. That is the main reason why our country needs us, especially today, where there are people who are trying to divide us and to break our stability and peace. That is the main reason why we should stand all together as one and united people against those who are breaking us and destroying what we have been building for so long.
After the Congress, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, has kindly granted us an interview. The head of state has first of all stated that this Congress has an important future because it's coincide with an historic date. 20 years ago to this day, the government and the Fruit continue to sign the agreement called ABA, which has allowed our people to live in peace. The head of state has also recalled that the agreement has been provided for the creation of a coalition between the two parties. He has indicated that it has the aim to strengthen peace, social cohesion, and to create a climate suitable for the development. The President Guelleh has stated that there have been many attempts to break this coalition where they were all result in dramatic failure. This reflects, he concludes, the will of the Djiboutian people to reveal the challenges they are facing and its determination to preserve the peace and stability.
Still in the national news, each period of cold weather brings its batch of seasonal diseases. It is in this sense that a 2-day training workshop on influenza has been opened this morning at the Acacia Hotel. It has been organized by the Ministry of Health and had for objective to train and to better inform the caregivers about the influenza, and in order to allow the patients to quickly recover from the illness, with as much medical materials and new devices which have been recently introduced. These new means allows you to quickly diagnose the symptoms of the disease. The healthcare staff of the community medical centers and health clinics have taken part in this workshop.
After the municipality of Djibouti City, the CNDC launched this time to establish close relation with the regional council through the signature of a partnership convention. The president of the CNDC, Mr. Ismail Sanalasse, worked to the organization and the emergency of effective and dynamic civil society, which is becoming a reality more than obvious. The evidence is the president of Arta Regional Council has welcomed this morning the team of the CNDC in its premises. This meeting between the two parties is part of a ceremony on the occasion of signing a partnership agreement to work together and collaborate. It has gathered the representative and members of all the organizations of the active civil society in Arta. During the ceremony, the president of the CNDC and the president of the regional council have agreed to appoint a regional delegate for the CNDC in charge of the coordination, mobilization, and planning, the role of a dialogue facilitator between the two parties.
And now in Tijora, the CNDC has also established to sign a partnership convention with the regional councils. With its strong ambition, the president of the CNSCD, Mr. Ismail Sanalasse, is working to reorganize and emerge an effective and dynamic civil society. It is in this optic that the president of the Tijora Regional Council has welcomed the team of the CNSCD. It has been an opportunity to sign a partnership agreement in order for them to work together to promote the emergence of an organized society, dynamic and strong in the region. During the same ceremony, the president of the CNSDC, Mr. Ismail Sanalasse, and the president of the Tijora Regional Council have agreed to appoint a regional delegate of CNDC, with the regional council in charge of coordinating, mobilizing, and playing the role of a dialogue facilitator between the two parties.
On Wednesday, December 23, a Yemeni boat in a distress situation following an engine failure and drifting of the Djiboutian waters territories has been assigned by the Burhan Ali boat of the Coast Guard. It has been reported by a Japanese warship which crossed the Coast Guard, who have put in place a rescue operation in collaboration with the Japanese vessel. A crew of 5 individuals of Tanzanian origin were on board of the boat, which has carrying a substantial cargo of fuels from the port of Berbera to Yemen. It has been towed to the port of Fisheries, which is currently in a technical maintenance.
We have a search warrant to inform you. The Gendarmerie of Benguela has found 2 children, a boy and a girl, referred as Madan Ahmed Yassin and his little sister. Since this morning, these children are currently kept in the premises of Benguela Brigade. For all information, call the following number: 21320836. Again, 21320836.
Let's move on to the international level. A strong earthquake rattled cities from Afghanistan to India late Friday, injuring dozens as they slept and forcing residents out of their homes. Let's listen for more details.
A 6.2 magnitude earthquake has struck northeast Afghanistan near the country's borders with Pakistan and Tajikistan, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, with tremors being felt as far as New Delhi. The U.S. Geological Survey said Saturday morning earthquake, initially reported as magnitude 6.4, was at depth of 203 kilometers and centered 82 kilometers southeast of the town of Faizabad, capital of the Afghanistan province, Badakhshan. Kabul residents rushed out of their homes and buildings on what was a bitterly cold night amid fears of aftershock, according to a local journalist. While the quake also caused buildings to sway in the Pakistani capital Islamabad, tremors were reported from Chandigarh, Jaipur, Delhi and the national capital region in India. In Pakistan, the Khyber government issued a red alert soon after the earthquake, but there was also no immediate information about loss of life or damage to property. Though there were no immediate report of damage or casualties in Afghanistan, at least 40 people were injured in the northwestern Pakistani city of Peshawar. Afghanistan is frequently hit by earthquakes, especially in the Hindu Kush mountains range, which lies near the junction of the Euro-Asian and Indian tectonic plate.
At Christmas Day, bushfire has destroyed more than 100 homes in Australia's Victoria State, officials said. Officials said that 98 homes have been razed in Wye River and 18 at Separation Creek. Let's listen for more information.
Massive bushfires in southern Australia burned down more than 100 homes on Christmas Day and continue to rage out of control on Saturday. The flames, sparked by lightning and fanned by hot summer winds, have already devoured more than 2,000 hectares and ripped through a stretch of coastline popular with tourists. Grand Ocean Road, southwest of Melbourne, is known for its beautiful beach and striking rock formation offshores. It was closed to traffic on Saturday, when this would typically be one of its busiest time of the year. Hundreds of firefighters spent Christmas Day battling the blaze, and one local resident described its aftermath as apocalyptic. However, no death, no injured were reported. Officials said cooler weather on Saturday eased the immediate threats from the blaze, but warned the fire could keep on burning for weeks.
A dramatic scene on Istanbul's Bosphorus Bridge. Mr. Erdogan found himself in the role of Clarence the Angel, rescuing a man from suicide. Turkish President Erdogan dissuaded a man from committing suicide. Erdogan motorcade happened to be crossing the bridge as the man was preparing to jump. The president's bodyguards approached him and Erdogan spoke to him through his car window. Turkish state media reports that the man, Vizir Katras, is from Turkey's eastern Siirt province and has a family trouble. Katras soon climbed back over the railing and spoke to Erdogan in his car, at one point kissing him on his hand. Erdogan gave instructions for officials to solve the man's problem before driving off. This is it for tonight's news. Thanks for your attention and have a great evening.